Hi everyone, this is a Zoro translation project, a translation web app I built. It focuses on fast translation with an offline engine, and it also supports voice, image, and OCR and document translation. For example, if you want to upload your voice audio, you can choose the browse file here. If it's image like a PNG or JPG or JPEG, you can browse file it. And also, if it's a document, whether it's a PDF or a document like a Word file or a text, you can also upload it here. Uh, the goal is to translate a text easily, but also handle rare cases like translation from voice, also image or document, like I just said. And then I'm gonna start with a quick test. I'll start with the text tab here. On the left sidebar, I choose the source language. For example, we have the source language. We have, for example, if you want English, you can choose English. There is almost like 20 language here. You can choose wherever you want. For example, I'm gonna choose English, and then you're gonna choose the target language. Also, there is almost 20 language here. I'm gonna choose French, and then I'm gonna run a quick test. Let's say something like I love you. And then we click the button translate. We wait a little bit. And voila, je t'aime. Let's test the audio file, like read the original. We generated us the audio.
I love you.
See, and then you have the option to download it also. Let's choose let's use the other button, read translation. Okay,
Je t'aime.
je t'aime. Okay. Also, you have the option to download it, of course, and then you have the options to download it to this historic transaction, whether it's a text or a document or a PDF. Let's say I want it to be a PDF. Here we are. Here's our translation, and then after the translation, the history of the translation, whether it's from a language to other language, it's stored in a datasheet in cloud for it to be safe. For example, here is our latest transaction. It made it in 27.0.5, like 2 minutes before. Here is the translation to Jutem, and here is the date, the language it started from, and the target language. Well, anyway, any translation we made, it's stored in this datasheet to keep in track our translations. And then I added a pro mode option when it's enabled the app Marian only. The Marian is the algorithm I used to train this this AI, this translation app. When it's enabled, the app tries to use the Maria model for selected language pairs, which can be faster and very consistent for those pairs. If that pair isn't supported or there's any issues, I can disable Pro mode to use the fallback engine. Like you can choose it from here. And then we have the assistant mode. We have an offline AI chatbot. You can see something like hi. It can help you with anything you want. If there is a simple question, like it's not that a big chatbot like ChatGPT or Gemini. It's just a small chatbot for quick questions like hello. Uh, it gives you some details about where you want to say. It's a small shot, but not something like a big deal. Okay, so now let's pass to the explain video. Let's pass to the background of our project where everything is happening. Okay, I'm writing my code in Visual Studio with almost a lot of files. I'm gonna explain in detail right now. Okay, now let's start with the code file. Here, this is the main file of the project, named app1py. It's the simulate entry point, meaning it builds the entire interface, manage the button and tabs, and connect the user interface to the model. I keep app1py clean. It doesn't implement OCR or translation directly. It calls function from the models folder. At the top, I import Streamlit and the models like translation engines, UT, and Google Sheets login. This is what make the app modular. Then I set the page title, icon, and layout. After that, I inject a custom CS to enhance the dark theme. Next, I initialize Streamlit session. Session state is important because it keeps values like the current text, the translation or result, language selection, and history, even when the page reruns. Then I build the sidebar. It contains pro mode, source, and target languages, uh, and toggles like log to Google Sheets and generate audio. These toggles control the behavior without changing code. In the main area, I use tabs, text, voice, image, and document. Each tab produce some text input, and all of them finally write into the same variable. When I click translate, the app calls the translation function, and then if pro mode is on, it uses Marian empty offline. After translation, the output is displayed and the option in the app logs the transaction into Google Sheets with the user ID and the timestamp, source language, target language, original text, result, and engine. Finally, I also added the export button like text, docs, and PDF, plus optional text to speech audio for the original translated text. And then let's pass to the next file, next important file, which is the NMT engine. This file is the brain of offline translation. It uses a Hugging Face, transformers, and PyTorch. The goal of this model is to giving input text, source language plus target language, return translated text. The key idea here is dynamic model loading, because these models are heavy. Use ST-cache one source, this one, and the translation pipeline is always the same. Tokenize the input, generate translation with the model, then decode tokens back to text. This model also returns metadata like which model was used and what engine produced the result. That metadata is shown in the user interface and saved into Google Sheets history. And then let's pass to the third file, which is the utils.py, this one. This file is the toolbox. It contains all helper feature, OCR documents, parsing, audio generation, and export. For image OCR, it take an uploaded PNG or JPG and run OCR to extract text and return that text to the app to translate it. For documents, the app support PDF, docs, and text. This model extracts the text, cleans it, and then returns it to the user interface. For audio, I use GTTS to generate MP3 audio, so the user can listen to the original text and translated text. For export, I use I generate downloadable files in text, docs, and PDF formats that makes the app feels like a real translation product. And then for the third files, which is the cloud service, the model is responsible for logging translation history to Google Sheets like a cloud ledger. The conditions are not hard coded. This model connects to Google Sheets using the service icons, opens the spreadsheet by ID, and selects the worksheet and appends a new row. Now each row contains user ID, timestamps, source language, target language, original text, resulted text, and the engine that translated. This is why when I translate inside the app, a new row appears automatically in our datasheet. Now for the third file, which is the secret timer. This file contains secrets. It's not meant to be shared publicly. Here I stored the spreadsheet ID and the service account credential required to write into Google Sheets. For the last file, which is the init.py, this file is empty for now, but it means open for other enhancement. If you wanna upgrade or the project, you can enhance it from here. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next project next time. See you.